Yo YouTube, it's Takes. We tapping back in with another video. This one is going to be on none other than the Slim Reaper, KD. Right? Finally, we get the news. Finally, after all the anticipating, after all of the he say, she say, all of the back and forth, all of the guessing, all of the making a fool of ourselves for thinking that KD was even going anywhere in the first place, we finally get the news that he's staying right in Brooklyn alongside Kyrie Irving, and obviously Ben Simmons will be back and hopefully he'll be ready to go. I would assume that KD is under the impression that Ben Simmons is going to be ready to go, because if he wasn't and you didn't have Ben Simmons coming to this team alongside them making other moves to get O'Neal from I believe he used to play for Utah, and then you got TJ Warren, you re-signed Claxton, obviously you still have the ball handling king Kyrie Irving, and then you add another defensive guy in Ben Simmons, who can also handle the rock, get guys open shots, and pick guys in positions to score. I mean, Brooklyn is a decent team. I mean, not to mention the sharpshooter in Joe Harris. Brooklyn has a pretty decent team. They just went out last year. They went out in horrible fashion. I think it did show their true colors. It did show some things that I don't think can be fixed, as far as it looked like Boston took their heart. Like, not only did KD, Kyrie Irving, in the Brooklyn Nets just lose that series, but obviously you all know they got swept. And from my perspective, they got their hearts taken right out their chest. You had KD double thinking and triple thinking himself. It didn't seem as though he was as sure in himself as he was when he was in Golden State, when he had that press conference against the LA Clippers, and he was telling the media, "I'm Kevin Durant." Like, I mean, don't act like y'all don't know. Like, y'all know how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was saying. Like, it's the playoffs. I'm going against the Clippers. Like, and I'm playing for Golden State. You talking about this, that, and the third. Like, I'm Kevin Durant. Like, I'm KD. I'm the Slim Reaper. You know what I mean? So, for him to go from that to the guy I saw last year in those press conferences against the Boston Celtics, he didn't seem so confident. He didn't seem so sure of himself. He didn't seem like Kevin Durant. So, like I said, man, I've been making videos on this for as long as this it's been this controversy between Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, and them having a problem with the Brooklyn Nets. And, you know, they just been in the media, ever since those guys been here. They just been in the media for not too many good things, right? And I've been, giving my analysis on it the entire time. And quite frankly, I got tired of kind of pushing that narrative of they not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? If it was if he was a free agent, it'd be a totally different story. Totally different story if he was a free agent. Because if he was free, then that means he could have just walked in somewhere just like he did with Golden State, and they would have been able to keep their core group just like Golden State was able to do. They was able to keep Stephen Curry. They was able to keep Draymond Green and all of the other pieces that they had. Of course, they had to let go of Harrison Barnes, but obviously you're not worried about letting go of Harrison Barnes when you're picking up Kevin Durant. But all in all, if he was able to just walk into a Toronto, or just walk into a Miami, or just walk into Boston, and they didn't have to move none of their key players, the market would have been wide open for him, and everybody would have been making a push to get him. You understand what I'm saying? But unfortunately, he signed his deal already, right? And he didn't have that type of leverage. The leverage that he thought he had wasn't as much. It just wasn't as much because you couldn't put yourself in a good situation, or you couldn't put yourself in a better situation than what you're already in. It made him look somewhat weak because, once again, when the times got tough, he wanted to run away and make things easier on himself, which I'm not mad at him for, in the sense of, he's just trying to put himself in the best position for him to be happy and for him to be successful. And you can't be mad at another man for doing that, even if it puts you in a place where it doesn't put you in an advantage place, right? So at the end of the day, they talked. Kevin Durant, Joe Tsai, the coach, Steve Nash, they all came to an agreement that he's just going to stay put, he's going to stay in place, and he's going to play for the Brooklyn Nets next year, which comes to no surprise to me, which you know already if you watched any of my videos, prior to this point. I did retract my take, for a short second, and then I came back around to my senses, and like I said, that definitely taught me, because I'm early on in this, this process of recording videos and putting them out on YouTube, right? I know now, even if I feel like it's changed, unless if I know something different, unless some concrete evidence and facts come out, I know to never change my take, because I did change. But that's because he had said the only way he's going to play for the Brooklyn Nets is if they get rid of the general manager and Steve Nash. And then the owner, Joe Tsai, come right out on social media and says, I'm sticking behind my guys. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sticking behind Steve Nash. I'm sticking behind my general manager. And, their space is solidified over here. So once he says that, and, Kevin Durant already said what he said, then it's obviously a disconnect. And to me, it was no way they was going to be able to make that work. But as I said in the previous video, they just continue to manipulate the media. They continue to manipulate the entire league. And like I said before, if you ask me, it was quite strategic. That was very strategic for them to make it seem as though there was a lot of problems going on over there, right? And then just hold up the entire NBA, because the entire NBA was waiting on the Brooklyn Nets. Everybody was waiting on the Brooklyn Nets. You had a couple guys who made some early moves, like Atlanta. They made an early move for getting DeJounte, which I feel as though was a good, excellent pickup, right? Obviously you had the Gobert trade, which was fucking horrible because it fucked up everything. It just destroyed the value and the market. It just destroyed the market for guys to even make any deals, and it's going to be extremely hard to make any deals this offseason just off of the precedent that was set. So all in all, my take on it is, at least it's finally over. We know KD is going to be in Brooklyn. Other teams can now start to make moves, and hopefully this offseason picks up and it starts to be more exciting, and we start to see more, big time moves by these NBA teams, and what I'm saying, it give me some more content to put out. But listen, man, I need y'all to like, subscribe, and comment. Leave a comment in the comment box. And it's Tate Takes, man. We out of here. Let's get it.